Snapchat and rumbling. Fuck, shake your tits and swing your dicks. What a beautiful Friday it is, too. We don't get too many summer Fridays left. So to help you celebrate, here's another ass-puckering episode of your favorite internet sensation with Libation and Friday Wrap-Up. Before we get today's show kicked off, I want to tip my hat to today's libation. I am drinking another summer special. You know, I showed you guys this Fisher Island lemonade a couple weeks ago. I bought the variety pack last week, and it came with a couple of other offerings aside from just lemonade. One of them being a half and half or an Arnold Palmer. I didn't even start drinking yet. I love Arnold Palmers. You know, it's half iced tea, half lemonade. It's always been, as a kid, like I always liked that combination. But this is the Fisher Island one. This is actually only 7% alcohol by volume as opposed to the 9% in the straight up lemonade. Why, I don't know. But it's iced tea, lemonade, whiskey, vodka. So, I said it's got all my favorite food groups in it, so might as well give it a shot. So let's see how she pours, all right? That looks kind of like a pale iced tea. Now, you know, there's a lot of these vodka lemonade cocktails out there. I'm a big fan of Surfside. I don't love their lemonade so much. I like it, but I don't love it. Their iced tea, I love. Their half and half, I love. So I'm hoping this is going to be right up there, if not better. So here we go. Let's see what she tastes like. Salud to drink up and be somebody. That's good. That's good. I'm getting a little, almost a little fruitiness out of it. It's got some kick to it, I'll tell you that. Honestly, taste-wise, it's very good. I prefer the Surfside half and half over this, but hey, I wouldn't kick it out of the cooler, you know what I mean? And as a special treat today, we have an additional libation. So a friend of mine dropped this off earlier today. This is homemade blood orange limoncello. Being that I'm of Sicilian heritage, I'm a big fan of everything that has to do with blood orange. Now you're probably wondering what's with the fancy shot glass. This is a cordial glass. This is the appropriate glassware for any aperitif or digestif, any kind of a cordial. You know how I roll, proper glass for proper libation. So I didn't go get fancy on you, I just using the proper glassware. So let's see how she tastes here. Ooh, it's got a good nose to it. Whoa, that's concentrated. That is definitely something. I like it. A little sweeter than I would have preferred, but it's got some good concentrate to it. I gotta tell you, you probably gotta dilute this. This would actually make this. My brain is thinking blood orange martini with this. Or even a blood orange margarita, perhaps. Salud. Very good. Okay. I need a chaser on that one. All right, kids, what a fucking week it's been. So first, I got to give a big shout out to two of my dear friends, Teresa and Eddie. Last week, they tied the knot finally. They had a nice, beautiful little small family and friends gathering, small little wedding. Believe it or not, at the Salt Shack. Yeah, I mean, a lot of people are surprised when I tell them that, but yeah, apparently, I guess you could have weddings there. There's a top deck on the Salt Shack, at the Salt Shack, that's for private parties. So they had a nice little ceremony in the sand, and then, like a luncheon type of celebration. It was a Sunday afternoon. It was beautiful out, not too hot, not too, a little breezy, perfect weather. So big shout out to them. Congratulations, guys. It's about fucking time. Well, today is a sad day in history. Okay, today marks the 47th anniversary of the passing of the King, Elvis Aaron Presley. So this was Elvis week. Culminates today. So yeah, 47 years. Imagine, time flies. So Rest in peace, Elvis. On a positive note, though, the fucking Summer Olympics is finally over. People were astonished that breakdancing was a Summer Olympic sport. I personally don't know why they're fucking surprised. I mean, when you have other events like, like the women's cock measuring event, and men's clit stretching, and then of course my favorite, the women's teabagging event. That was delightful to watch. I don't know why everybody was so bent out of shape over the breakdancing. Some more good news. The other day, and I wish I would have snapped a picture of it. I haven't left the house yet today. Yesterday, I was driving past the old Rite Aid on New Hyde Park Road, and I noticed, like a couple days ago, I noticed that they had like these big pods, these big storage containers, and I'm like, oh, are they fucking finally putting something here? Turns out, because it's a ghost store, they're turning it into a Spirit Halloween for like the next couple of months. How fucking awesome is that? Now, first of all, we all know I love Halloween. And they always put these fucking stores in like the most god-awful locations. Last time, the closest one was on Sunrise Highway in like by Target near Green Acres, which I don't have to tell you how fucking delightful that was. So the fact that they're opening one right down a road, I mean, right in the neighborhood, I think this is fantastic. I'm going to probably be there every fucking day. Hopefully they really load it up with stuff. I mean, I need some new Halloween shit, some new Halloween decorations. So, I mean, that's going to come in handy. I got a great idea for a Halloween costume this year. Not going to tell you, but I will show it to you when Halloween comes. Maybe I'll wear it, maybe I'll just show it to you. I don't know yet. What else last night, I've had a fucking busy week, man. It's just been crazy. Every fucking day, it's just a new headache. But so last night when I was done with work, it was still nice out. I needed to get out of the house. I was like fucking antsy. So they usually do a car show in Lynbrook every Thursday. It's down on Main Street. They actually close the street off. They have doesn't show old cars. And, there's a couple of nice little bars and restaurants in that area. I like it. It's cool. So he says, you know what, fuck it. Let me go down. I don't know why I don't hang out in Lynbrook more often. Because it's just a cute little, it's a cool little, spot. Like, that whole little block, that little Main Street block. You got a lot of good little bars and restaurants there. You got a Craft. You got a Johnny McGorry's. You got a couple good Italian joints. I'll talk a little bit more about that later. But anyhow, so I go down to the car show. So I'm walking around, I'm looking at the cars. I love that shit. And the one fucking pet peeve I have is when people come over and ask you to take a picture of them. Like, what the fuck is wrong with your own? Every cell phone, okay, has like a selfie. Like, you flip the camera, you hold it there, you hit the button on the side. What the fuck? Do I look like a goddamn photographer? And I don't understand why people ask me to do this. I don't look pleasant. There's about a half a dozen more pleasant people on the street than me. So this old couple comes up to me, and I guess they had, I don't know if they was their kids or their friends or whatever. They're like, oh, would you mind taking a picture of us? Now, normally I say no. And I just looked at them and went, yeah, sure. So they stand next to this 1940 Dodge Coupe. Very nice car, by the way. And I said, all right, because I'm a dick, I zoom in. Now, the couple, they were like in their 80s. Like 70s, 80s. The woman was like 100. So I zoomed in on her tits. And I snapped like 80. I just held my thumb down on the shutter, and it just like rapidly, it was like rapid fire. So I took 87 pics. I cut everybody's head off, and all it was zoomed in on this old lady's like tits. So I took 87 pictures of this woman's tits. And I handed the phone back to the guy. Here you go. He goes, oh, thanks. But you're welcome. And I just walked away. This guy's looking. What the fuck? That's what you get for asking strangers to take pictures of you. I should have stolen his fucking phone. Okay, but I'm not a thief. I'm just an asshole. It's like the most annoying. Stop asking strangers to take your phone. The only time I'll make an exception for that is if somebody came over to me carrying like an old school camera or like a Polaroid. And they go, sir, can you take a picture? I would be delighted to. Crack the film, snap the picture. Yeah. Every phone has like a selfie feature on it. You just hold the thing out like that, and then you just take a picture. What the fuck? Why are you? That feature exists so you don't have to irritate people. Fucking people, I swear to Christ, they should all get blown up somewhere. I don't fucking believe them. Anyway, Trump, food, and sports. We got it all today, baby. So strap in. Here we go. All right, on the persecution of Trump. In case you haven't noticed, I'm wearing my brand new Trumpomania Hulk Hogan inspired tank top. What you gonna do, brother, when Trumpomania runs wild on you? Yeah. So anyway, it's been 1 month since the Trump assassination. And, the investigation has gone nowhere. Big fucking surprise. No one is even talking about it anymore since, Kamala's been coronated the Democrat queen. It's like the investigation is dead on arrival. There's been no progress. It hasn't gone anywhere. Nobody's been fired. Nothing. They haven't been able to expose, whether or not the Secret Service was compromised. Yeah, they're not going to fucking find shit. This week, Trump did a one-on-one interview with Elon Musk for I think over an hour. And I didn't see that, but I did see his press conference yesterday at Bedminster. So he did a one-on-one interview and a 1 hour plus press conference at Bedminster. Again, fielding random questions from reporters, no script, no pre-approved questions or anything like that. And what did Kamala do? Nothing. Okay? Nothing. And I've had enough of people telling Trump to be nice. Be nice. I wish you would be nice. Don't name calling. Why? These fucking lefties can't seem to help themselves. They call him Hitler, a dictator, weird. They got no compunction just sitting there fucking rambling off and ripping into him, right? Fucking Joe Biden called him Donald Dump the other day. So what? Trump can't fucking... He even said it in his press conference in Jersey. He goes, hey, they tell me to be nice. He said, but yeah, they're up there attacking me. What? I gotta keep my mouth shut. He goes, they tried to lock me up. They tried to kill him. There's no reason why he needs to be fucking nice. He could be as much of an asshole as he wants. Okay? He still hammers everybody on policy. I can't, I don't want to, I heard somebody go, I don't like Kamala, but I wouldn't vote for Trump because he's just not nice. I wanted to punch this fucking person right in the goddamn neck. Seriously, what the fuck is wrong? You don't vote nice. You can't run a country by being nice. Okay? You can't make an omelet without breaking eggs. Okay, what are you going to pet the fucking egg until the yolk comes out? That's called chicken. Assholes. Fucking assholes. I mean, listen, he calls her dumb and incompetent. Those aren't insults. They're actual facts. This woman's fucking retarded. She can't even speak without a speechwriter. Okay? And when she does talk, her voice is fucking enraging. It instantly makes me fucking murderous. Okay? It's fucking ridiculous. When you hear her speak, she's basically reciting a speech everywhere she goes. She says the same fucking thing everywhere. And then, well, God forbid, you let her talk off the cuff. She sounds like a babbling drunk girl in a bar that won't shut the fuck up. You ever see one of these? They're impassioned about nothing. They make no sense. It's an absolute word salad. That's what she's like. Okay? Now because she has no fucking original thoughts, no idea on how to run the country, she's actually copying Trump's policies and lying about it. Like, for example, Trump came up with the no tax on tips thing. So a month later, maybe longer, okay, the Harris campaign goes, we're going to do no tax on tips. And when it was pointed out she was copying a Trump policy, they went, no, we're not. So they're copying policy and lying about it. We can fucking see you asshole. Okay? Wake the fuck up, people. Vote right. Oh. On another Biden blunder, Kamala is trying to distance herself from Biden's policies. Why? Because they suck. Okay? Although she was there for all of them, she co-authored all of them or approved them or whatever. Okay? So when Joe Biden was asked about this, he said, whether or not she's going to distance herself from him. He goes, no, she won't. Meanwhile, Kamala's the Harris campaign is trying to distance themselves from Joe Biden. At this point, if I were Joe Biden, right, I'd stick it to the Dems and Kamala for showing them the fucking door. Okay, I would go off the wall and like sabotage them. Hey, blame it on the dementia. Like, if I was him, I'd start endorsing Donald Trump. Like, could you imagine? What are they gonna do? What are they gonna do? Fucking kick him out of the White House? What are they gonna do? Okay, he's already out anyway. Okay, what are they gonna do? I was, you know what? I think Trump's gonna do a great job. Kamala's fucking stupid. Like, I would give this guy so much more respect if he grew a fucking set of balls and just fucking just threw them all under the bus. Yeah, I'm crazy. You know, you can tell he's fucking angry. His body language says it. But yeah, that's what I would do if I were him. But unfortunately, he's got a limp noodle. Anyway, on tackling Kamala's crazy corner, so the Harris campaign got caught changing news headlines on the search engines with the help of the search engines. One in particular that, sounds kind of like, Oogle, just doesn't start with an O. So what was happening was they were taking the headlines, stories, and changing them. And I guess the search engines obviously had to be helping them, right? Because you don't just fucking do that just to make Kamala look better. Now, oddly enough, that is not illegal. It's unethical, but it's not illegal. Well, you know what is illegal? Election interference. And you know what it's called when you tamper with information like, news headlines and, mislead the public to influence an election? That's called election interference! Told you they were going to fucking start cheating, man. They're not even trying to hide it. So they got caught doing this and they went like this. Nah. You think the news organizations like the AP Press and all these fucking news organizations that have articles on the internet that she changed, or her campaign changed, you think they would hold her accountable for this? You think that they would call her out on it, demand a fucking apology? No. If it wasn't for Fox News, nobody would even fucking know about it. Unfortunately, the only people who watch Fox News are smart people like us, conservatives. The rest of the fucking general public, they want to see a juggling act. They don't actually want information. Unbelievable. Hey, baby, what's going on? What's up, Pops? Ooh, Lord, Lord, what's the matter, Big Mom? What's the matter, baby? You trying to give Big Mama a stroke or a heart attack or something? What are you talking about? You out here with your arms out flexing and shit? Ooh, Lord. Ooh, Jesus, save me. Ooh, God. Ooh, Lord, I sweat in places I didn't even know could sweat, baby. You know what I'm saying? Bitch, shut the fuck up. Ain't nobody want to hear about your moistness. You shut the fuck up, Leroy. You couldn't make a woman moist if you pissed on her. I'm going to piss on your head, motherfucker. All right? Okay. Ooh, baby. Ooh, Lord. Ooh, Lord Jesus. Ooh. Is it hot in here? Is the air conditioning on? Yes, Big Mama. Just take a deep breath and relax. Hey, Pop, so what's been new? What's shaking? Hey, not much, man. What are we doing on Black and White today? Oh, you're going to like this? We're going to talk about 6th grade graduations. 6th grade yeah, with the summer winding down, back to school is ramping up. So, kids are going to be going from one grade to another. So I just happened upon something for 6th grade graduations, and I thought it would be interesting. All right, then, we're going to talk about 6th grade graduations. Let that roll that clip there,
baby. To talk about their future, we are going to introduce David Parente.
Good morning, 6th grade students, family, and Rolling Ridge Elementary teachers and staff. I am honored to speak to you today at today's graduation. Cameron talked to you about the past. I'm going to talk to you about the future. The future can mean or be many things. It could be going to the junior high this fall, or going off to high school 2 years later, or even college in the future. Though these are all correct ways to think about the future, I'm going to talk about the future as a goal achieved through confidence. A quote I found that sums up my speech is a quote by Steve Ferrante. Success is like a snowball. It takes momentum to build, and the more you roll in the right direction, the bigger it is.
I'm not sister, I'm sister. I'm not sister, I'm sister. I'm not sixth grade. I'm sixth grade god sister. I'm not sixth grade. I'm the sixth grade cousin. I'm not sixth grade. I'm the sixth grade little brother. I'm not the sixth grade. I'm the sixth grade. Mama, you already know it's grip baby in the building. It's the sixth grader. Sixth grader in the building. Sixth grader in Rico.
What in the hell them people trying to say? Bitch, they're speaking in Ebonics. That's how they used to pop and click in the jungle. That's how they used to talk. That's an old ancient language. Oh yeah? What's it called? I ain't fucking, I don't know, Zimbabweese or some shit. They talk about somebody graduated in the sixth grade. Well, clearly the mother has taught them children how to properly enunciate. Oh, hell yeah, that bitch, she probably never even made it past the fifth grade, that bitch. I'd be surprised she ain't got fucking teeth in her mouth. Oh, that's right. You know what, baby? You know who got teeth? You know who got past the sixth grade? Let me guess, Big Mama, you? Oh, that's right, baby. You handsome and smart. Oh, Lord, you can't be running around half naked like this. You're going to give Big Mama a heart attack. Oh, Lord, I gotta go sit in some ice. Ooh. Okay, Pops. Well, I thought we were going to have it. I've been talking to this bitch, but she ain't leaving. I think she's here to stay. And now you walk around half naked like that. What's wrong with you, boy? You trying to kill that woman? It's always my fault. Anyway, okay, kids, get your tickets out. We're about to hop onto that maniacal magical express, and the mayhem and fuckery, the crazy train's about to leave the station. Perfect! Woo-hoo! First stop, Nassau County. So, that mask law that I told you about last week has officially been passed. I'm just waiting for people to get their heads cracked by wearing masks. They really should add an addendum to this law that makes it legal to drop a lit cigarette in someone's mask. If you see them walking around in a mask, like you instantly light a cigarette and just drop it fucking lit side first and hold it there and burn their lips. That'll teach them. Next stop, the Bronx, the boogie down. So a 61-year-old woman was shoved to the ground in a Bronx subway station and had her purse snatched. Not a big shocker, but the purse happened to just contain $5,000 in cash along with a cell phone. She was also relieved of her $14,000 necklace. I have questions. So, what kind of fucking moron are you? First of all, taking a subway in the Bronx, just that alone is you really gotta have a fucking death wish, okay? But the fact that you're riding the subway in the Bronx with $5,000 in cash in a bag in your purse and a $14,000 necklace, well, what the fuck? What the fuck is wrong with you? Okay, first of all, I have my own thoughts on what nationality this 61-year-old woman was. Now, apparently, this took place like 1 o'clock in the morning. It wasn't like it was like broad daylight. So you're on a fucking subway in the Bronx at 1 in the morning with $5,000 in cash in a bag and a $14,000 necklace. I mean, there's only one thing you're doing at that time with $5,000 in cash, dumb enough to be wearing a $14,000 chain. You're fucking either buying drugs or selling drugs. So I don't feel bad that this broad got ripped off, okay? One criminal getting robbed by another criminal. The only difference is this moron went to the cops, okay? I wonder what else was in that fucking bag that she didn't tell them about. Heroin, cocaine, whatever. Who fucking knows? Anyway, kids, your sports update. Okay, MLB. Well, the Yankees suck. Now, I can hear yous right now. I can hear all the... But wait, what are you talking about? The Yankees are in first place. They're in first place. Yeah, blow me. Okay, they're in first place not because they're good. They're in first place because everybody else in the division sucks. The Yankees have not showed me anything that gives me any hope or any inkling of hope that they're even going to make it past the fucking wild card, let alone even get there. Okay, I think they're solid in the wild card, but they're not going further than that. First round of the playoffs, they're getting fucking knocked out. They got the hitting, okay? They got plenty of fucking bats. They got no fucking pitching. I've been saying this for years. The whole fucking starting rotation sucks. They got no bullpen to speak of. And the worst part is you got this fucking seed-chewing, big-eared fucking baboon of a clown of a manager who doesn't know how to put any of this shit together. Okay? So it's just, he doesn't know how to manage the field. He really doesn't know what the fuck he's doing with his batting lineup. And forget the fucking pitching. Oh my God. It's a fucking disgrace. So, I mean, like I said, the Yankees at this point have just been lucky, not good. Okay? It really isn't. It's a shame. It's just a fucking absolute shame. It's like they gave the keys to a fucking Ferrari to a coked out chimpanzee, and they can't understand why he's crashing it into everything. Why is this guy still managing this team? 6,000 people get killed in the Bronx on a fucking daily basis. Why can't this asshole be one of them? Why can't he just walk outside of Yankee Stadium and pow, get hit with a stray bullet? Okay? It ain't like it's out of the realm of fucking possibility. Even if he turned his head, his fucking ears are like scoops. They'll catch it. They'll pull the bullet in. They'll fucking yank it right into his head. God damn it. Anyway, Aaron Judge doesn't suck. He just became Mr. 300 on Wednesday night when he belted a 3-run homer against the White Sox. Look, and these fucking pitchers, they're all scumbags, okay? They intentionally walk them. Like, pitch to the guy. There should be a fucking rule. I heard this on some sports analyst said, and of all people, they're talking to fucking Aaron Boone, and God help me, I actually agreed with them. There should be some kind of rule in baseball that if you're going to intentionally walk a batter, that they should be able to advance to the coordinating base. So, for example, if this is the first time they intentionally walk him, he goes to first base. If it's the second time, he advances to second base. Third time, he advances to third base. Fourth time, automatic home run. And anybody who's on base also moves up too. But guarantee you, they start doing that shit, they're going to force pitchers to pitch to these guys, and then it's a fucking baseball game. Just learn how to pitch. If the guys, if I'm up against a guy like Aaron Judge, and I'm a pitcher, and I have any kind of fucking self-worth, I'm pitching at this fucking guy, and I'm going to strike him out. I'm going to throw a fucking breaker. I'm going to throw a fastball that defies the laws of physics. Okay? I'm going to throw pitch. Learn how to fucking pitch. Learn how to put some fucking skin on that ball and fucking make it do things. Don't just go. I mean, if you throw a ball, you throw a ball. But when someone's intentionally walking, they move outside the strike box. And they just fucking keep lobbing, fucking bullshit pitches to the catcher just to fucking intentionally walk him. I'm not a fan of that. So, I wish they would get rid of that fucking stupid shit, but who knows. Anyway, your lineup for tonight: Yankees and Tigers tonight at 6:40, Mets and Marlins tonight at 7:10, and the Phillies play the Nationals tonight at 6:40. NFL preseason: Giants and Texans Saturday at 1 o'clock. Jets and Panthers Saturday at 7. Bills and Steelers Saturday at 7 o'clock. And the Saints play the 49ers on Sunday at 8. Okay, kids, on Tommy's Pub and Grub Review. We got a lot to cover on the Pub and Grub Review today. So, I mentioned to you a couple weeks back that I heard an ugly rumor that Valley might be up for sale. Well, I confirmed it this week. I went to Valley, I think it was Monday. And I spoke to a friend of mine, and I flat out asked him, I don't give a shit. And he goes, yeah, it's up for sale. And Indians are most likely going to buy it. Thank you for coming. Please come again. It's heartbreaking. It's just fucking heartbreaking. They asked me if I wanted to buy it. Yeah, it's only a mere $3 million. Like I got that in my back pocket. Yeah. So... And he was saying, he goes, if they would have told us sooner, maybe we could have, all partnered in and bought it, like a cooperative type of thing. He's like, but they didn't fucking tell us till, last minute. So, looks like it's going to happen. Whether or not it's going to happen anytime soon, I don't know. But it really is. It's just fucking heartbreaking. That's it. This place is going to go down. Watch, it's going to go down the tubes. I've been going there for fucking years. They've been there for, 50 years, I think? Just a disgrace. Anyway, tried a new place this week. Actually, a couple of new places. So one of them, I went to Pache in Valley Stream. It's a Mexican joint. It's where the old Tutoruso used to be. It's they've opened. It's been open, I think, a little over a year. I've been meaning to try it. I was a little bored Tuesday, so it was Taco Tuesday. So I said, let me check it out. And I got to tell you, it was pretty damn good. I mean, I had two. I just got 2 tacos and a margarita, and I got it was a grilled buffalo shrimp taco, which was lovely. And one of my all-time favorites, an al pastor taco, which is pork al pastor with charred pineapple, and it was delicious. Good like street tacos. The food's good. The bartender was a little stupid, but places looks real nice, clean. It looks like a good spot, so I'll definitely be going back to that. Here's some neighborhood news. The Alpine, which this kind of, I don't know how I feel about this. I've mentioned this place not that long ago, the Alpine Restaurant over here in Franklin Square. It's been in Franklin Square over 30 fucking years. And it's it's a diner that never knew it was a diner. And I gotta tell you, it's probably the only good diner left in town. It's more or less like a coffee shop than an actual full-on diner. Like, they do breakfast, lunch, and like an early dinner. It's no late night shit, but they do a good breakfast. So anyhow, they're closed after 30 friggin' years. It's the same family that owns it, the Greeks. They're revamping it. They're trying out a new restaurant concept. They're gonna turn it into a brunch restaurant called Franklin and Phoebe Brunchery, because it's on the corner of Franklin Avenue and Phoebe Street, in case you wonder where the name came from. So Franklin and Phoebe Brunchery is due to open sometime in September. I mean, I'm thinking they're going to still keep it the same, the same type of menu. I mean, just maybe kind of just sprucing it up. Brunch is nice on the weekends, like Sunday, maybe even Saturday. No one ever goes for a Wednesday brunch. So I don't know if I'm on board with this whole concept. I don't know. I got to say. Anyway, yesterday for lunch, I treated myself to a roast beef hero from TNF. Take a look at that. Fuckers, this is your live sandwich review. We haven't done one of these in a while, but today I have a roast beef hero from TNF Pork Store. Now, I always poo-poo on this joint, but I do like these sandwiches. Problem is, it depends on who you get making your sandwich. Sometimes you get a fucking retard, and they just, no matter what you tell them, they look at you and then they fuck it up. I think today, I don't know who the guy was that did my sandwich, but I think today this guy got it right. I think he did me all right here. I mean, it wasn't a complicated hero. With all this listeria shit still going on, I haven't really been eager to have cold cuts. But you got to eat something for lunch. So they make a very good fresh roast beef there. So I says, you know what, let me go get a roast beef hero. Fresh roast beef, nice medium rare. I personally would like it a little rarer, but hey, what are you going to do? Fresh mozzarella, which I picked up one of the mozzarella bowls and it was still warm and I had to put it back down because that's like crack for me. Lots of extra virgin olive oil, some pepperoncinis and oregano. So not a complicated order. It looks like he made a nice hefty sandwich. Okay, a nice sandwich. So let's take a look, huh? I'm actually excited for this. I haven't had a... Oh, yeah, baby. Oh, look at this. Huh? That's a fucking sandwich. Of course, he didn't slice the pepperoncinis, but you just cut them in half. It's all right, we'll make them. But you know what? We're going to put this on a nice plate because no son animal here. All right? Actually, no, I think I'm going to do the smaller half here. Everybody cut it evenly. All right, so there we go. All right, let's take a look. Let's take a chomp, huh? This looks nice. Holy shit. I definitely didn't have a retard making my sandwich today. That's fucking lights out. You get hungry. You want something other than cold cuts, go to TNF. Get a nice roast beef and mozzarella hero. Tell them Tommy sent you. I'll catch you. I gotta start, putting TNF back into my sandwich rotation. I mean, last couple times, I love the place. Don't get me wrong, it's very good, a little pricey, but the quality of their food is fantastic. Now the Pellegrinis, I've axed because they're Irish. You know what is? I got annoyed with TNF because they always had a different guy making your sandwiches, and some of these guys were fucking retarded. But this guy hooked me up the other day, so I'm going to start going back there. When I was in Lynbrook last night, there's a new spot that's opening up. It's called Elsie Lane. This place is better. Well, they have a couple different locations. They got one in Belmore, one in New Hyde Park. They got another one in Huntington. It's like a beer, burger, and wing joint. I've never eaten there, but I always heard good things about it. But now that it's close by, I can't wait for this to open up. I want to check it out. It looks really nice. It's slated, the grand opening slated for next week. So you got to give them a little time, work the kinks out because it's all brand new staff. And then we'll see how it stacks up. I did try a new spot in Lynbrook. I've passed this place a few times. So when I was at the car show, I walked past it. It was on Main Street. It's called Prime 39. Now, it tries to portray itself as a steakhouse. It's not. So I looked into it. It had like a dark, loungy kind of vibe to it. Now I wasn't dressed like for a fancy restaurant. I was wearing a t-shirt and shorts, and, my usual getup. But whatever, I don't give a fuck. It was at a car show, So I said, let me check this place out. Never been in there. So check it out. So I walk in, and first thing that should have made me turn around. So I walk in, and the girl at the front desk, there's nobody in there. She goes, I said, I'm just gonna. Do you need to? I said, no, I'm gonna just sit at the bar. She goes, oh well, you can't wear you have to take your hat off. No problem. I'm a gentleman. I'll take my hat off in the dining room. I always do. If I'm sitting at like a bar, I could just hear John and his wife right now. No, you don't. Yeah. If I'm actually in a bar, I'm not removing my lid unless my head is hot. But if I'm in a restaurant bar, that's different. You know what I mean? So I'm like, yeah, no problem. I take my hat off. She goes, no, we have to hold it. I'm like, excuse me? She goes, yeah, the hats aren't allowed in the dining room. I says, first of all, I'm at the bar, not the dining room. Secondly, I'm holding it. I'm not wearing it. She said, no, we have to hold it. That alone should have made me turn my ass around and go, fuck you, and walk out. I was feeling benevolent because I just enjoyed the car show and I ruined some old person's pictures. So I was in a fairly good mood. I says, okay, here you go. I said, just make sure I get it when I leave. So I sit down at the bar. So I Google, I look at the website while I'm there. Turns out it's a black-owned business. They advertise it as such. And I'm going to tell you why this matters in a minute. I'm not being racist. I'm just, okay. It's a when a business advertises itself as a black-owned business, they're basically, in a low-key way, saying, we only want black people there. Hey, fine, no problem. Okay? You want to be racist? Go ahead. Because I was the only fucking non-black person there. I don't give a shit. Okay? But, yeah, if the roles are reversed, that'd be an issue. But there's a reason why I'm mentioning this. So, anyhow, okay, I see, I get it. And because it's a black-owned business, they're gearing it towards black people. Hence the no hat thing, and that's why you can't hold on to it, because these morons will put it back on sideways, cockeyed, fucking retarded, right? So, I let it slide. I sit down at the bar, I order a drink, and I ask for the menu. Nice kid, bartender gives me the menu, whatever, so I'm looking at it. The menu looked pretty impressive. I'm not shitting on the place. Looked impressive. So I wasn't really starving, but I wanted to try something. They had this caught my eye. It was like an odd thing. Sweet potato deviled eggs. I know what you're thinking. That sounds horrible, horrifying. It shouldn't go, and it shouldn't. This dish should not work. But when you think it through, it definitely shouldn't work. So it was a deviled egg, like a hard-boiled egg. Instead of the yolk, they made like this sweet potato puree, and they piped it in. Take a look. And then they covered it with, they sprinkled some candied bacon pieces on it. Let me tell you something. This dish was exquisite. I was fucking stunned. Okay? I'm like, because I'm thinking this should not work. This it's not a warm sweet potato puree. It's like chilled. But it was like they whipped the shit out of it. It was like a nice mousse. It was delightful. It was just absolutely delightful. Like, it had a nice velvety texture. And the kicker was the candied bacon pieces. Like, it's very hard to impress me with shit like this, but I was stunned. And then I looked at it has a little sign on the bar as I'm enjoying this. I looked at the sign and my enjoyment faded because I went, fucking figures. So this place apparently, I guess, has a late night crowd too. They advertise it on their website. So like they're open till 2 a.m. So I guess on the weekends they might have a DJ or something like that. So on the actual bar, there's a little sign. Take a look, and it says you got a 2-hour limit at the bar. Okay, gratuity is included with and I'm reading all of this shit, and I'm like, again, they're catering to black people. They have to put these rules because they know their people. They're the worst clientele in the world. I'm not saying every single black person. Okay, I'm not. Take it easy. Take a breath. Oh my God, here goes the racism. No, not. I have a lot of good friends that are black. We all hang out in the same place. They're fine. Okay, they're a little older. They know how to conduct themselves. Okay, it's maybe the younger ones. First of all, the guys never have fucking money. And they go out with the chicks are always paying. And black women are the worst people in the fucking world to wait on. They're the most horrible customers. And I can say this from personal experience. I've seen it. Okay? They're difficult. They're impossible. I knew a woman that used to she used to wash the fucking silverware when they get. She'd sit down at the restaurant and ask for a glass of hot water and then take the silverware and start, what the fuck are you doing? Like, they don't know how to order a drink. They don't ever know what the fuck they want. Make me some. Here, here's a glass of water. I made that. Okay? Like, they'll drive you fucking crazy. They'll send the drink back because they don't want. They'll order something. Oh, I want something sweet. I want something fruity. And then you make some kind of, I don't like that. It's like it's the bar's fault. And they gotta have an attitude. And at the end, they don't tip. They tip like shit. Okay? So, hence the reason for the 20% gratuity added to the check, which instant turn off for me. So I'll tell you why. I've been in the service business a long fucking time. I've been in the restaurant business over 30 years. Okay? All aspects of it. From owning it to fucking working in them and all that shit. So I always tip accordingly. I'm not a cheap tipper. My standard tip on most things is like $20. Okay? If you do an exceptional job or it's a bigger check, obviously you're going to get more money. But I have no problem. Like, I've never not tipped. I shouldn't say that. You have to be the most atrocious fucking service person for me to not tip you. And I've done that on purpose. I was in a restaurant one time. It was in Suffolk County. It was in, I think that was Mount Sinai. I can't remember the name of the restaurant. But the fucking waiter was so bad. Like, just a fucking, and he was a jerk off. And it was a decent size check. And I said, I paid the check, and I said to the waiter, I says, come here. And I had like $20. I says, this was going to be your tip. I says, I'm not giving it to you. I'm not tipping you. I said, only because you're fucking terrible. This, and I ripped into the kid. And on the way out, I grabbed the manager, and I told the manager, I'm like, I didn't tip this kid, so when he bitches about it, but here's why. And he goes, sir, I'm very sorry. I says, yeah, go fuck yourself too. And I left. But that's the only time I never tip. But my point being is, when you put a 20% gratuity on every single check, you're fucking the wait staff. Okay? So I got my bill, right? Whatever the hell it was. They add 20%, and I think the 20% was $5.36. I'm like, this kid would have made $20. Okay? I'm not going to leave you more money. I don't give a fuck. Here. You ready? You want to add gratuity? You add gratuity when you have like a party of 10. Or if you planning a party. That's when you add a 20% gratuity. Okay? But otherwise, you don't do that. But in a black-owned business that caters to black people, yes. Because 9 times out of 10, they don't tip. Or they tip like shit. And I know that for a fact. Okay? Because I've seen it, even recently. I've had, friends in the restaurant business, right? So I was at a restaurant a couple weeks ago. There was a party in the back, and these people drove the wait staff crazy. And I think the bill was a few $100s. They gave the guy like a $70 tip. Or $30 tip, whatever the fuck it was. And he was like, really? And they act like they did you a favor by doing that. Okay? They're the cheapest fucking tippers in the world. So, yeah, the place, like this one dish, I gotta tell you, was exquisite, and I'm pretty sure the rest of the food is good. My advice is the chef should take his recipes and go someplace else. This place ain't gonna last. I'll never go back, just for that reason. Even though I know the food is good, I'll never go back. Why? Why should I? If you don't advertise it's a black-owned business, it's a business. The owner just happens to be black. Who cares? Let everybody come in and just run the restaurant like a restaurant should be run, not like a concentration camp. Like I said, for Thursday night, place was pretty dead. Maybe they get a late night crowd, but that really isn't going to keep your lights on. So there you go. Okay, kids, on What the Fuck Is That? We are going to talk about gay retards. So, when I was at this wedding Sunday, there happened to be a party happening downstairs. And it was some gay pride organization. Not that I give a shit. I saw rainbows, whatever. But then I look, and I noticed that all the people that were partaking in this party all came on a short bus. Like, these were like legitimate, full-blown fucking, like, right off the short bus, helmet wearing, chin cup drooling retards. But they were gay. Now, here's my question. How do you know? If you're retarded, how do you know you're gay? Like, they're just retarded, okay? Like, they know how their fucking things work. So, like, doesn't matter who's really touching it, really. Like, so how do they know, like, they like sucking cock? How? They might think it's a fucking a blow pop or something. Oh, look, my dick's a lollipop. How do you really fucking know? They're not gay. They're just retarded. How do you know? You just ask them, are you gay yet? Are you a tree yet? Are you a cat yet? The fuck do you know? Like, there was that TV show on Netflix. Like, one of the retards thought she was gay. 1 minute she's straight, then maybe I like girls. They don't know. All right, kids on Right or Racist. Okay, so the top 5 countries with the highest average IQ are all Far East Asian countries, as reported by IQResearchinfo.com. Well, that's right. Probably explains why everyone always cheats off the Asian kid in math class. Listen, the top 5 are Hong Kong, Singapore, South Korea, Japan, and China. Okay? They have an eye for math. You ever look at a fucking spreadsheet? You go check out. They're already there. All right, kids, your PSA. So I mentioned this just before in the Pub and Grub review. People who don't know how to drink. This fucking drives me crazy. I was a bartender for a long fucking time, and I came across plenty of these people. Black women, like I said, are notorious for this shit. Like, how do you not know what you want to drink? What, your first time at a bar? Like, I don't know what I want to drink. It's your bar. Pick something. They got whiskey, they got gin, they got vodka, rum, tequila, beer, wine. Pick something. Can you make me something? I don't know. I just like something fruity. Well, like what? I don't know. I don't want something too strong. I don't want something too light. I want something fruity. And then the black women. I don't know. I want something sweet. You got something sweet back there? Yeah. Sugar. No, I want something to drink, something sweet and something tropical. Not every fucking drink needs to be a tropical vacation. These are the assholes that walk into a fucking towny bar and want like a frozen pina colada. You got a frozen pina colada? Bitch, do you see an ocean outside? Okay? You're on the fucking turnpike. They want like frozen margarita. Does this look like a fucking tropical bar? I was in King Umberto's. Do you guys do frozen margaritas? It's an Italian restaurant. You want Anisette with ice? Holy shit! I can't stand people who don't know how to. Obviously, you've never been in a fucking bar before. You have no friends. People don't like you. You're a social fucking retard. Stay home. Order a beer. Have a Cosmo and shut the fuck up. Seriously, I hate people. Anyway, stay COVID-less, kids. No mask, don't ask haters, and kiss my ass. And remember, who loves you, babe? It's been your Friday wrap-up. I'll see you when I see you.